I'd like to introduce Pedro Leonardo. He's a product manager on the IWAN app team. Ready to begin? Pedro. Hey, Pedro.
Good to see you.
All right, good to see you. All right, so you are here to show what we're doing on the controller and give us a little demo, right?
That's right,
All
Jeff.
Perfect.
So I'm going to show you, I'm going to use a controller to deploy a brand new site here in San Diego.
Fantastic. All right.
Let's
take it away. All right, perfect.
So we have a new router here that you're going to use to deploy IWAN.
Okay.
And it is.
All right, so what is this? Tell us a little bit about this bad boy.
So this is an ISR 4451, so it's part of our line, and it's fully designed for IWAN. So all of the 4 pillars that Jeff talked about, it's all implemented into this box. Okay. And we have a controller that is centralized, it's software, that is going to we're going to use it to deploy the router.
All right, perfect. So you can actually deploy this router here.
I am.
Great.
Actually, Jeff, you are going to deploy the router. So instead of me giving the demo, I want you to do it.
So hold on here. So why did I bring you up here if I'm going to do the work?
Well, we figured that instead of me, I always do this. It's always me giving the demos. Why don't you do it this time? I think that...
Well, it's been a kind of a while since I've deployed a router, like a long while, to be clear.
Jeff, I get your back. I have the top-notch engineers from Cisco in the IT control center to help you. Bring them on.
Okay,
Robbie.
all right.
Hey, Jeff, can you hear us?
Hey, Robbie, how are things?
Hey, very good, Jeff. Are you nervous?
My boss is sitting like 20 feet away, and I'm in front of, I don't know, 500 people. So yeah, just a little bit nervous.
Good, because we're really nervous too, because there's a lot of technical stuff that you got to get right or you'll mess the whole thing up. But don't worry, we have your back, okay? So are you ready to take the branch online?
I'm ready to take the branch online.
Okay, Ratnesh, let's go.
Yeah. Jeff, I want you to grab the unshielded, twisted 4-pair category 5 wires.
All right. Like these guys?
That's right, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Plug it into the router.
All right,
Yeah,
I got
plug
it.
it
I
in.
can do that. I'll do the interface 0, interface 2.
You got it. This is
Yes.
so exciting.
What's
Such a
that?
Great, Jeff. Okay,
I appreciate your
need
confidence in me, guys.
It's very complicated. What we need you to do now, though, Jeff, is to locate the power button on the front of the router. It's the button marked power. Do you see it?
Yeah, it's blinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Don't
it.
press it. Don't press it yet. We have a power management specialist here to help with the timing and a pressure. We have a special device to make sure it happens directly.
Right.
Here we go, Doug. Do the countdown. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Yay.
Oh my God, he did it!
We got lights?
It's such a natural. Oh
We have
my
lights.
God.
All right, we're good. We got lights. I hear the fan. Okay, all right. Thanks, guys. All right, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pedro, tell me, so what's going on here?
So let me bring up the IWAN app to show you exactly what's going on the background. So we have an application that we fully designed to deploy and manage IWAN.
Great.
So this is our controller.
Yep. So this is running on APIC-EM?
APIC-EM, our controller, it's all centralized. And so let's bring up the sites and see what's going on. So you see in this dashboard, we are deploying a new site. This is the Cisco internal network for IWAN. And we just have a new site here in California. So let's bring it up and see. We have this new site here. You see it's deploying features.
So it's deploying PKI. So tell me a little bit. So what exactly is going on? Like what's enabling this behind the scenes?
So we do have a lot of components. One very important one is the plug and play.
Okay, great.
So we have now a Cisco-hosted cloud plug-and-play redirect. So the idea is that the device comes online, it does a discovery on the network. If it doesn't know where to go, it goes to a Cisco-hosted plug-and-play server, gateway in the cloud, and it will find out about the controller. So we'll look up your ID or the serial number and comes up into the controller.
Great.
And to do that, we actually have a new piece of technology that is a secure UDI. So we have a chip that we install at manufacturing. We put a PKI certificate, and we validate that this is the actual hardware made by Cisco.
The actual Cisco device. Okay,
Cisco
got it.
device. So this is unique that we have in
and the
this.
benefit from this is a lot of these branches could be in places where you don't have IT staff.
Correct.
So to make it as easy as possible for someone like, well, hopefully like me, to be able to go ahead and deploy.
Exactly.
Okay, good. So tell me a little bit more about IWAN. So I know we've done a lot of work in terms of the controller. Give me a little sense for the architecture and what makes Cisco IWAN particularly
So let me bring up here a slide to show you a bit more in the background. So another component that is very important is the PKI automation. So previously, people had to use pre-share keys, which are very difficult to manage.
I know some of our competitors have been taking shots at us for just that.
Exactly. And so we took a CA server, a certificate authority. We embed a CA code in our controller. So now our controller is the authority for certificates, and it can fully do the life cycle of your certificate management. Okay. So it's fully embedded in the controller.
Great. And I know there's a lot of, I mean, we work with a lot of other partners. I mentioned Akamai.
Right.
Like, tell me a little bit about the IWAN ecosystem.
So the actual point is that in our controller, it's all open. So we have APIs. So we have an ecosystem of partners where we have Live Action that provides advanced visualization. We have Glue Networks that provides cloud-based orchestration. So we put all of the APIs into the controller. Yep. So our ecosystem partners, they can now better leverage our controller and be able to deploy even more capabilities in the network.
Okay. Last question on architecture. So I know there's a lot of talk about what do you do in the controller versus what do you do in the device. Tell me kind of Cisco's thought process behind that, how we've.
So that's a very important topic. Is that policies are centralized. The policy needs to be controlled by the single source of truth, which is the controller. The controller defines the policies. Then we propagate the policies across the network. So the network is always in sync with the controller. And the other very important piece is that we want a device like these boxes to actually monitor the network conditions. So I want to look for jitter, delay, drops. So we need to have the box with the eyes wide open. I say you have to have your eyes wide open on site and look at all your links and your options and see which one of your links is actually performing the best at that moment. So we need to have the monitor of the network
because the local site has the best information.
Yes, correct. Okay. And then the policies are still central and managed centrally.
Okay. Well, let's take a look. So how am I doing in terms of deploying the branch?
Let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's up and running. So we have a new site, San Diego.
So look at me. I can get a new job, baby.
Yes, perfect.
Cool. OK. I do notice, though, there are some red dots here. So tell me, so I've been successful in San Diego. What's going on in terms of the red locations?
You have a very good eye, Jeff. You could be an IT engineer one day.
Let's not stretch it.
So let's bring up one of these. For example, in Seri here. Let's maybe bring up Boston. Oh, it seems we have a bandwidth utilization problem in the site.
All right.
So let's get the details. So let's click into the details. And so here you see the network live as it's operating. And you see that the consumer applications are actually using most of the bandwidth.
OK, so there's a consumer app. So how do I understand those are consumer apps?
Yeah, so we do a NBAR2. So we do a network-based application recognition. So we use NetFlow. We collect the data from the devices, and then we process it. And we know about 1,200 applications, and we can add custom applications. So that's how we can tell which ones are using the bandwidth.
So my guess is, let's say I don't want consumer apps to be taking up most of my capacity.
We can fix it.
Let's fix it.
So going back to the controller,
Perfect.
We are in the controller here, and we have our application policy. Remember, this is central policy on the controller that defines how the network operates.
Okay.
So now we move. I see that the consumers are on default, and maybe that's not the best choice.
All right.
Maybe we should move consumer into internet and put them in a scavenger.
All right, have at it.
Let's do it, Jeff. Since you are applying to be an IT engineer, I want you to do it.
Okay.
Robbie.
My boys, how are my boys?
Hey, guys, stop. He's going to do it. All right, 1 second, Jeff. OK, here we go. All right, ready? Hey,
guys, Robbie, what's up? You guys aren't betting on whether or not I can do this, are you?
No, it's just an engineer thing, Jeff. You wouldn't understand. Don't worry. OK.
All right.
I'm not going to lie to you, Jeff. This is going to be a little bit more technical. So if you have a hoodie, I suggest you put one on, OK?
Keep going.
OK, here we go. Step 1. I need you to change the path of your consumer applications to the internet.
All right, I'll turn app performance on. Path 1, internet. All right.
OK, good. All right,
All right.
step 2.
Step 1.
Okay. I need you to drag and drop your consumer applications from default to scavenger.
Yes.
All right.
Number 2 then.
All right,
Look at me.
the final step, Jeff. All right, here we go. I need you to apply the changes.
It's like a button.
So, I appreciate that.
All right, click.
Click. All right, I clicked.
Oh my God!
Yay! You did it.
Whoa! Oh my God! I did it.
All right. All right, let's cut those guys off. All right.
Guys. All right. Good.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Do it.
Hey, Pedro, this is awesome. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. Awesome job of the team. Well done. Perfect
Thank you.
job. All right, great. Thanks everybody.